There's a lake that turns bubblegum pink overnight, a cave in New Zealand that glows like the night sky, and a waterfall in Antarctica that bleeds red, literally. Most people will never see these places, not because they're impossible to reach, but because almost nobody knows they exist. Today we're counting down 8 of the strangest, most hidden natural wonders on Earth, and number 1 will genuinely make you question what's real. Let's go. Before we start, if you've ever wanted to travel somewhere that doesn't feel like it belongs on this planet, stick around till the end, because number 1 is somewhere almost nobody has actually stood. All right, let's start at number 8. Number 8, Lake Hillier, Australia. This is Lake Hillier, on Middle Island off the coast of Western Australia. From above, it looks photoshopped. A perfect, solid bright pink lake sitting right next to the deep blue ocean, separated by nothing but a thin strip of sand and trees. And here's the wild part. Scientists still aren't 100% sure why it's pink. The leading theory involves a type of algae called Dunaliella salina combined with salt-loving bacteria that produce a red pigment. But the color doesn't fade. It doesn't change with the seasons. It doesn't even change when you scoop the water into a bottle. It just stays pink. You can't swim in it. It's incredibly salty, more than the Dead Sea, but you can fly over it. And pilots say it's one of the strangest views on the entire continent. 7. Zhangye landform, China. Number 7 looks like something painted by an artist who got a little too creative, except it's completely natural. These are the Rainbow Mountains of Zhangye in Gansu province, China. The stripes of red, orange, yellow, and green were formed over roughly 24 million years, as layers of sandstone and mineral deposits were pressed together and then pushed upward by tectonic activity. Each color literally represents a different mineral trapped in the rock. Iron creates the reds. Sulfur creates the yellows. The best time to see it, right after rainfall, when the colors become almost impossibly saturated, or at sunset, when the whole landscape looks like it's on fire. Number 6, the Marble Caves, Chile, tucked into Lake General Carrera on the border of Chile and Argentina. These caves have been carved for over 6,000 years, not by hands, but by water. Waves from the lake slowly eroded solid marble, creating these swirling blue tunnels and chambers. The color changes depending on the water level and the season. In the dry summer months, the lake is a deep, almost electric turquoise, and the light bounces off the water onto the marble ceiling, creating this rippling blue glow throughout the whole cave. In the winter, the water level drops and the color shifts to a softer gray blue. You can only reach it by boat, and even then, only when the water is calm enough, which is part of why so few people have actually seen it in person. Number 5, Waitomo Glowworm Caves, New Zealand. Now this one feels like walking into a different galaxy, deep underground on New Zealand's North Island. The ceiling of this cave is covered in thousands of tiny blue-green lights that look exactly like stars. They're not lights, though they're glowworms, specifically the larvae of a fungus gnat found only in New Zealand. Each worm creates a bioluminescent glow to attract insects into sticky silk threads hanging from the ceiling. essentially fishing with light. Visitors glide through on silent boats in complete darkness, and the effect is so convincing that first-time visitors often insist they must be looking at an artificial light installation. They're not. It's just biology doing something that looks like magic. Number 4, Socotra Island, Yemen. This is where things start getting genuinely strange. Socotra is an island so isolated, about 220 miles off the coast of Yemen, that over a third of its plant life exists nowhere else on Earth. The most famous resident is the dragon's blood tree, shaped like an upside-down umbrella, with branches that grow outward before curling upward, almost like a mushroom cloud frozen in time. Cut into the bark, and it bleeds a deep red resin, which locals have used for centuries as dye, medicine, and even varnish. Because Socotra split off from mainland Africa roughly 6 to 7 million years ago, evolution basically ran its own private experiment there, undisturbed. The result is a landscape that looks like concept art for an alien planet, except it's a 2-hour flight from Yemen. Number 3, Blood Falls, Antarctica. Number 3 might be the eeriest one on this list. In the middle of the frozen white landscape of East Antarctica, a waterfall pours out of the Taylor Glacier, except the water is a deep, unsettling red, like it's bleeding directly out of the ice. For decades, scientists assumed it was red algae. It's actually something much stranger, an ancient lake, trapped beneath the glacier for over 1 million years, sealed off from oxygen and sunlight. Inside that lake, iron-rich water reacts with oxygen the moment it's exposed to air and rusts almost instantly, turning the water blood red as it spills out. Even more incredible, microorganisms are living in that lake right now, in complete darkness, without oxygen, in a way scientists believe could mirror how life might survive on icy moons like Europa. Number 1. This is somewhere so remote, so difficult to reach, that fewer people have set foot here than have walked on the moon. Number 1. The Crystal Caves of Naica, Mexico. This is the Cave of Crystals, nearly 1,000 feet below a mine in Naica, Mexico. Inside, giant selenite crystals, some over 35 feet long, stretch across. The cave like massive glass beams, formed over roughly 500,000 years by mineral-rich water sitting at a nearly constant, perfect temperature. Here's the problem. That same water that made the cave grow these crystals also makes the cave almost unsurvivable. Temperatures inside regularly hit 136 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity near 100%. Without specialized cooling suits, a person can only survive inside for around 10 minutes before risking fatal heat stroke. Scientists who've studied it believe some of the water trapped inside microscopic pockets in these crystals could be up to 50,000 years old, sealed environments that may contain dormant microorganisms older than modern humans. After the nearby mine was drained for silver and lead extraction in 2015, the water level began rising again. The cave has since started flooding back to its natural state, meaning the crystal cave, as scientists were able to see it, may already be gone forever, sealed back underwater, possibly for good. 8 places that prove there's still so much of this planet we've barely scratched the surface of. If one of these blew your mind, let me know which one in the comments and subscribe. Because next week we're covering 8 places even scientists can't fully explain.